things going well for both teams, and it could be very interesting as we are now finally jumping into the knife round.
Here we go, knife round, and we'll see if Unexpected Victory do want to go for that CT side start. I'm almost sure they will, and I'm not sure we've seen Unexpected Victory lose a knife round the entire league.
No, actually, I think they've won every knife round. Yeah,
they might get their wish here.
Oh, look at that.
And I would expect the CT pick, but here we go. There we go. Unexpected Victory does take it, so we'll see if they swap or stay. And they do swap, so there we go. CT start. That's what UV1 are wanting. Now it's time to look at some Mirage. And yeah, the 15 women's squad, I'm interested to see how they approach Mirage. An undefeated team here, going to be very strong, and you can play very loose, or you can play very, very focused on Mirage. There's a lot of options. It's a great map in terms of just variety of play styles. So, yeah, you know, on CT side, there's certain variations, but the T side is where you get the really interesting stuff. So I'm excited to see
for sure. It's that puggy map that sometimes gets like that sounds like a criticism, but honestly a part I like about the map. That kind of gives you a little bit more.
It can be a puggy map. It can be, but when you see certain teams play it, here's the hit.
Oh, Goldie in a tough spot there. UKTV Fish gonna be able to pick up that one real quick, and they're already getting the plant off. Devil standing up behind here is going to be taken down by UKTV, who now has 3K on the round. Revelite and Vampy coming to rotate over from the A side now. See what they could possibly do here. Revelite in the apartments, looking to potentially see if anyone's going to come up from behind, looking out to see if that flank is going to come there. Maybe just look to get some picks here to finish off the round, potentially. But here we go. We got a gunfight here. Revelite lands the shot there, able to get UKTV. Vampy gets one over the other side. Vampy in a firefight with a couple of there. UKTV picks up his 4th of the game, and then picks up another one. 3rd, rather. That's a 3K for UKTV, rather. Oh, because there's two... They're all named UKTV, YKTV.
They seem to have a bit of a tag on. So that player, I would call him Fish.
Fish, yeah.
But this YKTV tag seems to be some sort of, tag that they've all got on. Maybe it has to do with their team name. I'm not sure. But in any case, we got Handle.
It's
Beta,
funny because I straight up didn't notice that it was multiple.
Anyway, Handle, Beta, Fish, Trigi, and Fugi.
There you go.
So the pistol round does go over. Nice flashes, by the way, used to get into that B site. Here's
Vampy
with the push. Nice headshot.
Oh, one tap back to back. Vampy picks up 2 big frags here. Gonna drop down the smoke and walk forward here with that MAC-10 that they stole. And starting off that one really, really nice. So you got a numbers advantage right now for UV1. However, Handle does make that a little bit closer. But Goldie trades it right back. So only 2 members left now for 15 women here. As Beta and Trigi are the ones left. They have the bomb here, and it looked like they're rotating back towards the B site.
Yeah, trying to get a plant here, and they do have a little bit... Oh, they have a good amount of utility, actually. I like that play there. Revelite looked like he was in a really bad spot with the gun sticking out there, but actually it was all a bait for Goldie to come in with the trade. So nice job there, and UV1 looks like they're going to get the 2nd round pretty easily. The rotates will come over on time, but Beta trying to spam in, and Beta actually does land the headshot there on Vampy, so this is a 2v3 here.
Here you go. Goldie now sitting on top side. Devil gets up that kill onto Trigi here. Gonna find Beta to Goldie. Picks up another one. 2K in the round for them. And you know, the surprising, usually that round after the pistol round, I almost just like close my eyes and assume what happens. But UV1, take it.
Yeah, off the back of Vampy with those 2 1-digs coming into Palace there. Nice push by Vampy, and they did not expect that whatsoever, holding their grenades out. But that does mean that Unexpected Victory is going to probably get a free round here. Not a single thing bought except a couple of flashes by Handle up there. So they're going to try and fly out Palace, see if they can get a plant.
Vampy aggressively jumps up. He's got himself 2. Switches over to the USP, but it won't be enough to take that one. Handle takes him down, but of course Vampy already with 2K is a nice start for them. So that puts them a bit reeling back here, but here we go. Let's see what Trigi can do here. Down to 7 HP already. Gets poked out. Goldie takes him down. Devil then takes out Handle, leaving Fish by themselves with 20 health, and Devil will secure that one. Nice start again for UV1, up 2-1.
Yeah, Vampy again with 2 big frags up at the front, and that was Handle with a bit of a missed flash there. If you saw the kill feed, both of those players that Vampy killed were flashed by Handle, so that's a little bit of a team assist there. Coming out of Palace, not able to get the plant, and they will get a buy, but since the plant didn't come through, you can see AKs, armor, no utility, almost no utility, but a great shot to open up for Fugi into a ramp.
Oh, and then Trigi follows that too as well with a nice shot onto Revelite too. So that's going to put 2 members down on UV1, and all the members with 15 women have AKs and kind of can go wherever they want at this point. They have mid control. They're picking the bomb back up over by TV. Beta is going to be able to take one down there too as well. So only Egglet and Goldie here, and I imagine they're going to try to just run away and save what they have. They're going to get this plant over onto the A site that currently only Egglet is at. Egglet, nice shot there though. Can get something started with that.
Couple of grenades available, and they are going to use them. Try to get back onto site. It would be nice to get this round.
Oh,
They
Egglet!
don't really need to save. Egglet catches the rotator.
Picking up 2 there again, and then trades up to an AK, which is of course a really nice thing to have, especially with how badly this round started. Can they clutch this one out? 2v5 was how it started.
Looks like they're going for a save here, as we do see Egglet heading back towards the B bomb site, but you know, Unexpected Victory did what they could. It turned out to be a really good payoff buying those AKs for 15 women. The aggressive pushes coming in from Unexpected Victory, thinking they were going to have the superior weaponry, but then they got taken out by headshots, especially Fugi with a beautiful headshot out of A ramp.
Ooh, Goldie.
Goldie, there you go, takes out Fish one more. And we're back to 2-2. No problem here on the buy for UV1. They're going to get full guns. And actually, even though 15 women won that round, it's going to be a bit of a rough buy for them this time. Not able to get all the utility they want, but they do have the op critically. And Revelite stuck on a deagle here. So stack 3, oh no, just 2 over to B. But a bit of a slower round this time.
Yeah, starting to get that push over there. Revelate setting over here in window. One tap dig! One of my favorite parts of this game. Beautiful shot by Revelate to pick up that one. Fugi, meanwhile, finds Vampy, so they do even up the numbers in the end. But highlight play for Revelate. Here they come. Looks like they're executing over here, at least making a little bit of noise by apartments, but it will back off. Rotating around over here now. We'll see if they commit to flowing through here. But we have a 4v4. Of course, op right now on handle is a big thing to note. See what they're going to do. What they are starting to make their way towards apartments. Might make their way on to the B site. Fugi quietly walking around. Still a minute left on the round.
I think Revelite's headed over to try and recover that gun that was dropped by Vampy, but it's going to leave B site open. And look at this Apps push coming into only 1 player. They're going to have to play retake here.
Yeah, they're coming onto it strong. Fugi takes down Devil. Gonna find them in market there too. Fugi gets another one. They get the plant off, leaving Egglet and Goldie here. They're starting to hunt for him.
Yep, going to have to save and back off, and we'll see if they can save these guns, because at this point they actually really do need them. It's going to be a really rough buy next round. UV1 just gets shut down, and even with the nice 1D coming in from Revelite, they just got out-rotated in that round. 15 women with a nice call to get into Apps, and I think, like I said, I believe what Revelite was doing is heading over to Vampy's spot to try and recover the rifle, but in doing so was caught out, and you know, the only player left, I believe Devil on B site, just got overwhelmed. So good job by 15 women. Nice on the rotation. 2-2 here in the first half. 2-3, pardon me, in the first half here.
Yeah, and we mentioned it potentially being back and forth. It's been literally that, just basically trading rounds here, and 51 got a bit of the advantage. Saw it last Friday. That's the UV1 got off to a little bit of a slow start, but then once they were able to kind of get an op onto the CT side, things are started looking well. But right now their economy isn't the greatest, so you could see a couple of them just buying deagles to try to save up for that point, because they know how strong they are when they do have an op with them. So I like that little bit of adjustment there. Handle getting the first shot here, taking down Goldie.
These dry peaks on A, they just keep getting punished. I think UV1's got to play it a little bit more passive here on the A site, because they just aren't able to get the trades or get the aim duels to go in their favor right now. Nice job by Handle to take advantage of that.
Ooh. Vampy bold there once again with the deagle. Fish over here, meanwhile, gets taken down by Egglet, traded right back as Fugi finishes off that frag. Trigi then gets another one to Revlet, turns around, and then picks up Devil, too, as well, leaving Vampy alone for UV1 against 4 members of our 50 women, trying to push through the smoke. Really aggressive push through the smoke, but Beta will end up finding them and taking them out. That'll be a couple rounds in a row. 50 women now up 4-2.
Yeah, good hit there by 15 women, and it was a nice trade. Egglet did manage to get that kill up on the balcony, or up on the scaffolding there, but easily traded out. Just a nicely organized hit there by 15 women, and unexpected victory go down 2 rounds, and they're gonna have a scrappy bye again.
Yeah.
Their economy has just been so miserable,
Ooh.
and there's Fugi with the opening again. That's one of the guns gone.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about.
It just sucks to have your economy in this position.
Yeah, Fugi seems to be the standout player, at least through this open league, and it's probably because of shots like that. Obviously, I haven't watched every game, but showing why they have the scores they have. Fish gets another one there, taking down Egglet. Vampy, meanwhile, is just kind of over here on A site by themselves as they're starting to move towards it. Fish starting to get on top here. Vampy, though, will pick up one. Devil comes up from the other side to get another one. Vampy eventually taken down by Fish. Goldie and Devil here on a 2v3. It's very plausible. They got themselves a FAMAS and an M4 to do it with.
And a smoke and a molly, which definitely can be very helpful, but there's so many things to suss out here. A site is a very, very tough retake on Mirage.
Ooh, Beta spots one out.
Go for exits here.
Beta from Ticket Booth able to get some good damage over there onto Devil, who's down to 50 now. Still poking them out, still continue to do that. Goldie's picked up the op, but yeah, just got to get out now. You got the op, be happy with that. Here's Handle trying to chase them down. Exit frag will go over to Devil, though. So you'll at least take that. So you at least do some damage there. It'll be another round for 15 women, but oh no, Devil ends up dying to the bomb, but that's okay. Goldie came out with the op, which potentially could be huge.
Definitely really, really good to recover the op. That's as much as UV1 could have asked for in that round. Man, these dry peaks, I think you might be right. They need a little bit of a warm-up. I'm seeing them make mistakes that I don't always see them make with those peaks on the A site, kind of crouch peeking into crosshairs that they just should expect to be there. Now, here comes a very fast hit onto A from 15 women.
Yeah, they're moving right there. Egglet trades one with Trigi. Fugi picks up another one, so that gives them numbers advantage now. Trigi getting another one onto Revelite. Will make it 4v2 very quickly. They are getting onto this A side. Goldie, though, nice shot to take out Handle. But I would expect with a deagle on one member and then they opt there. They're just going to opt to save this. Again, looking for exit frags and then really bring their A game in the next round.
Yeah, Devil might catch
Devil
out here.
Ooh, Devil, just enough there. Is he able to pull that one off? I still believe they're not going to go for this. Yeah, they're far away from the site. They're going to let that one go.
Still
Yeah.
Save.
Yeah.
Deagle, just no smokes, half HP on Devil, no head armor. It's really tough. They are going to be able to save the op once again, though, and now they're going to be able to get a full buy. So now Unexpected Victory are going to try to mount that comeback. You'd like 9 rounds if you can get them, but that means they need every single one in the remaining remaining rounds in this T side half. CT side half for them, so going to be pretty difficult. We do have a pause coming in, and I'm not sure if that's tech or tack, but Unexpected Victory, happy for the reprieve, I'm sure.
Yeah, and this is the round, really. So I get the, if this is attack pause, I definitely get that going.
Yes.
Let's make sure we are doing the exact strategy we want to do, whichever one to choose, whether they just kind of go to default spots or whatever. If they decide to be aggressive, who knows? But this is the round of the half that determines whether you're going to be like kind of moving it all the way back or you're going to be just continuing to fall further behind. So.
And with 5 players, a retake on A is definitely possible. I don't like the aggressive positions that they've been playing because Egglet's been good for 1 and then 2 more get traded out. In this case, though, it's a big B hit, and we'll see if Unexpected Victory are able to react to it in time. So far, 1 player on Cat, 1 player at Van. And 15 women are going to slow it right down here. So this is the key portion of the round. Will the rotators come over? Goldie's going to push up aggressive.
Oh, Goldie
no!
just misses that. Fugi takes him down, and now they're going to move through apps here. Going to jump down, then take out Vampy. Fugi now started with 2K, down to 6 HP, but they got the bomb planted. And now the retake's happening with the rest of the 3 members, but Beta will take out Revelite. Can't even push through Market now. Handle, meanwhile, is coming up behind Devil and will take them down. Egglet by themselves with the AUG, and it just spells disaster right now for UV1. But what can Egglet do here? He's got 1. It's not enough. Trigi finishes it off there. I said key round, and that one hurts.
Absolute tragedy for unexpected victory. That was Macbeth in a Counter-Strike server right there. That was just absolutely devastating for Goldie. He had such a good idea to push up like that. It was catching them completely off guard, and somehow doesn't manage to connect on the shot, and Fugi just trades it, or just punishes it out. Oh, man, I can't get that out of my head.
Yeah, just you saw it work it out, like in your head,
exactly.
Right? I was ready to call.
He could have easily been good for 3 there.
Yeah.
Really, really tough, and you got to recover from that. Oh no, I hope their mental is strong enough, because that is a really tough one.
There you go, Egglet in a interesting spot over here to see if they do push back to the smoke. They would be right there, but they are actually rotating away, so they're not going to fall for that trap there.
And don't get too cocky, Egglet. There could be a lurker in Palace. You know there could be. I've seen a couple of mistakes here from that position, and Fugi catches out Revelite.
D, 1 tap. D, beautiful. Evens up the numbers here. Looking for another one, trying to see if they can take down Trigi, but Trigi gonna live through that. Vampy takes the brunt of the damage there, down 24. Does pick up that AK though, so that's pretty solid. Handle in a firefight now here with Goldie. Oh, jumps us out of the box and takes them out. Yeah, that'll play. Vampy though, Egglet will pick up a couple here, but nice shot from Handle. Will make sure they can get this plant off. Devil, meanwhile, looks like they're sitting in some fire. They've gone down to 36 HP. Devil right there. You over here.
Handle spotted Devil over there. Now he's stuck in the corner.
So wants to bring us the Fish, just the tunas right back into Handle, taking down Egglet here. Devil now by themselves will be taken down by Fish, who has a kill in the round. 3K for Handle there. 8-2 lead for 15 women as we head to round 11.
Yeah, good try on an eco there for UV1, but still not able to deal with the attacks that 15 women are bringing. It's you know, a multifaceted 15 women. There have been rushes, there have been really slow plays, there have been, you know, contact plays, defaults. It's really, they've got a very good
big Palace
variation.
Rush.
And here comes Palace.
And they're jumping on the west. Fugi's got them right there. Jumps down, takes out Vampy. Egglet will trade at least 1, but Fugi picks up 1 more. Devil's gonna grab 1 Beta, and then Fugi will grab 2 more frags, leaving Goldie by themselves once again. Coming over to rotate over, does find Beta here, but Beta wins the gunfight. 9-2 lead for 15 women.
And we said UV1 needed their absolute A game to bring it this round, and I'm sorry to say, it's just that this is not their A game. It just isn't quite as good as we've seen. Even in, you know, just individual trades, the aim isn't quite as smooth and on point as it sometimes is. Vampy's still hitting some good 1Ds, you know, everybody's still hitting some good shots. Egglet managing to catch people out, but in general, this isn't as good as UV1 can do. They are not quite at 100% right now, and they needed to be at 100%. Some of these rounds have been very close. We've seen down to 2v2s, down to 3v2s. You know, those rounds are winnable on a good day, but at this point, it just really, really is tough. They need a big mental turnaround to UV1 in order to bring this one back. And 15 women, like I say, they've got such a good diversity of tactics on the T side here of Mirage. This is really tough to deal with. You know, even if they were on their A game, this wouldn't be a sure thing for UV1 because 15 women are looking really good here.
Yeah, and the standout for 15 win Fugi. I mentioned at the top of the show that they're potentially their best player, and it's proving that. Fugi on the op just got an opening frag after opening frag, just like punishing anytime UV1 dry peak, like you were mentioning earlier. So it's really tough when you can't do those aggressive things that UV1 have just had a lot of success with in the past, and right now they're reeling a little bit here.
Yeah, I think a game like this is good. You know, that now with all that said, I think UV1 are definitely going to learn more from this game than they have from their first few games of the league. And this is a very, very tough team, and it's the kind of team they need to be able to face up against later on in the season. So it's good to face up against this team. Revelite might go for a peek here. One good shot.
Revelite, let's go, my dude. 2K there improves his gun. Excellent shooting. That's a highlight reel. Someone clip that one, baby. Let's see if that will lead to a round win that UV1 desperately needs. Goldie's going to pick up 2K for themselves, too, as well, leaving Fugi by themselves now. 450 women. Devils coming around from the other side, and that's a nice round there for UV1. Led the charge there by a Revelite with the beautiful couple shots there. So, hey, yeah, you can't win this half anymore, but put some good rounds together. Set yourself up for that comeback.
Yeah, like, were they listening? That was insane.
Yeah.
Just so good on the timing there from UV1. 15 women were just completely unprepared for them in that round somehow. I loved watching that round from UV1. So really good. They just need to kind of keep 15 women on their toes, make sure that they know UV1 is not going down without a fight. Now with all AKs coming up, they have a chance to continue this.
Trigi moving forward. Just they walk through and they get right onto the site faster than they can handle her. But a couple kills will at least make these numbers even here as Handel takes out Vampy too as well. So it's a 3v3 with Trigi down to 5 HP. So this is a very, very viable. Revelite's got to hit the shot. He does. 5 HP again for Trigi, who's the last member left here standing. 3v1 as they got to be able to get this. They're going to be able to find Trigi there. Boom. Got him. There we go, UV1. Nice one there. And
yeah, really great round. Just really, really good stuff. UV1 coming out swinging. Did a bit of a reset there in that last pause maybe, and if you get up to 6 rounds on the CT side, this is totally doable. You know, you can never count a team out at this point in the game.
Excellent, exactly. And honestly, it looked good from the start for 50 women. They, of course, got the opening frag, and they got into an aggressive position. It looked like they were going to be able to pull that one off, but hey, sometimes it just takes shooting better.
That is.
Yeah, as much as we talk about all this strategy, sometimes you just got to hit your shots. And right now, in that round, you saw UV1 in a couple rounds in a row, just hitting their shots, and that being a big difference maker. Let's see what they have in store for this round as Goldie is nearby
that's
apart.
Not where that was supposed to go.
Yeah, not quite. Made me pause for a moment, but here we go. More patient round here by 15 women, and Revelite, he ain't patient. He's gonna get one. Let's get another Revelite. 2K, both headshots. Let's go. Egglet now taking a little bit of damage there. They're starting to move on towards this A site. The remaining members here of 15 women, the 3 of them starting to move up. Executes going through, throwing down tons of utility and backing up our UV1. But here's Devil sitting on stairs, gonna make an aggressive play over here. Jumps on top, will take out Beta, but Fugi takes them down, so it's a trade. But again, numbers advantage for the CT side. Handel takes a little bit of damage, goes down to 51 as Fugi finds a nice shot and takes out Egglet. Handel now, meanwhile, is gonna also take down Revelite. They're gonna get this planned off. It's now suddenly 2v2. And they gotta be able to get this done here. Vampy sitting there with the op, trying to make a play onto this. Very good job.
All guns here. Only a flash on Fugi. All aim in this portion of the round. Actually, there's the grenade. That's gonna do a lot of damage.
That's a ton of damage. That's solid there. He's down to 43. Goldie then picks up Handel though, but Fugi will take out Vampy. But in the end, Goldie stands strong, getting that one, getting the defuse. 9-5. Again, 9-6 very possible as we head into the last round of the half.
So much better from UV1. The positioning there, the ability to get those trades out every single time and able to stay up in numbers there for UV1 was just so important. And yeah, really, really good stuff here. Revelite playing aggressive, Devil getting aggressive as well. This is much better, and it looks like this, you know, tough first half has not affected them mentally, because this isn't the kind of Counter-Strike you play if you're mentally broken. Not at all.
Yeah, really, really aggressive plays coming in from UV1, which is, you know, sometimes so hard to do when you're behind, man. Sometimes you just think like, oh, we just got to hold our angles, but you make plays like that, can sometimes get you right back where you need to be. But meanwhile, speaking of making aggressive plays, Beta makes one there. They're able to get the opening frag here. Goldie in this position, right under the apartments, gets one, gets two, and is able to slow down the push there. Devil hits a nice shot with the op. Fish now and Handle jumping over onto the side here. Goldie with 6 HP, and it's just enough as he doesn't take a shot. Eventually gets taken down from the other side there by Fish, who also takes out Revlay, but Vampy finishes that one off. So there we go. 4 rounds in a row for UV1. They're now down 9-6 as we get into the second half.
Oh man, Goldie got away with some absolute double homicide there in apartments. He should not have been able to walk away from that one initially. So good to get both as they came out of apps and then back off and still establish presence on the site. So good. Really, really nice last 3 rounds for UV1. And what they need to do is maintain this momentum going into the T side, which we know is much more difficult in terms of Mirage. So UV1, they have done a great job to come back a little bit, but their toughest rounds are still ahead of them. And this half we find out how much they can really motivate themselves to be on their A game here.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a huge confidence filler right now where you're UV1, knowing that you can kind of get that done there. Of course, now you're switching sides, so you can't use the exact same strategies as you jump onto T, but we've seen, like, hey, you can make those aggressive plays because you have the players with the skill to do it. So you got to be able to do that. Where we were kind of seeing early on, as you mentioned, they were just kind of dry peeking, but it was very, like, casual. Like, they just kind of come up just to get shot in the face, where it wasn't in positions where they can make big plays. So it is good now here for UV1 potentially set themselves up. But 15 women, of course, are super strong here. 18 kills to only 9 deaths here, so a 2-to-1 ratio there for Fugi. Has been the man of the match so far. We'll have to see if they continue pulling that off.
And that's the thing. Here's the thing about T-side is that if you've got a player who's really popping off and really anchoring the entire team on their back like Fugi is, the T-side, the benefit of being on T-side is you can avoid that player. You can find out where Fugi is playing and make sure you don't take those trades until you absolutely have to. Take those aim duels against Fugi until you absolutely have to. So hopefully Unexpected Victory go for that, because Fugi is a huge part of the reason 15 women have 9 rounds right now.
Yeah, and I imagine Fugi ends up kind of just like being the one in charge of getting mid control, but we'll see. Obviously, the teams
but
have
even then,
whatever they
you can
want,
avoid him if you play it right, and I think UV1 have the shot calling ability to do that. So that's really what I'm looking for here in this T side half.
Yeah, patient pistol round being played here by UV1 this time around. We'll see what they're gonna do over here. Rivalite boosting up their team here, seeing if they can find a cheesy pick here before they go anywhere. Still 55 seconds to go. They will have to decide at some point which direction start pushing in, but yeah, UV1 deciding to, they have the momentum, but deciding to, like, maybe we just calm things down and we wait for this one out. But there's 40 seconds, so they got to start making a decision soon.
They're going to have to make a decision, yeah, like you say, and they're just sort of trying to find some aggression, trying to beat out their opponents.
Oh, Fugi!
Oh, good shot there.
It looked like Vampy had the upper hand there, but Fugi ends up getting that one, getting 2. In fact, Goldie did at least trade 1 more as well. Egglet now getting to this fight with Beta will take them out, down to 4 HP. However, they get this bomb plant off, which is a good start for a T-side pistol round. And let's see what they execute from 15 women can do over here. So it's time to move on site. Goldie, able to turn back around twice and take that one out. Egglet, meanwhile, also took out Handle. And Goldie walks up and takes down Fish. 3K for Goldie, 2K for Egglet. Good pistol round. They're now 7-9, and 15 women are top still.
Goldie got a gift there.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Able to swing around, and that player missed him a couple times, but great job capitalizing on that. And UV1 take the pistol here, putting themselves in the position to get back towards the tie game. And there you go. You see, even when Fugi gets that opportunity to, put on a clinic with the pistol, still they move away from that position and they overwhelm the rest of the players on that B site. Really good rotation there by UV1.
Go now. Beta sees Revelite there. Gotta do a little bit of chip damage to them. Egglet, meanwhile, let's go making their way towards Catwalk. Vampy here too as well. We'll see one. Firefight with Trigi. Takes a little bit of damage. Both of them do. Trigi taking the most of it. Be tuned to Handle here. Chilling out on the A site.
5-7 in hand. Interesting to see a player using that one.
I love the 5-7. I love the 5-7, dude.
So I'm happy to see it, but you don't see it all that often. But both Handle and Beta opting for that. Devil just going for info at Palace. And here's Revelite Walking towards the underpass, still very slow, and there isn't going to be contact very soon unless somebody starts moving really quick. So we can slow it right down. We can see that UV1's got a lot of utility to work with on those middle 3 players there. Egglet, Goldie, Devil, able to do a lot in terms of getting control of a site. And A does seem to be where they're headed. Here's some smokes being lined up. There we go. Here comes the hit.
Yeah, they're starting
There's
now.
nobody on site.
Goldie, entry frag, will get one. Vampy also picks up one on the other side. Revelite also takes down Fugi. Great start to this execute for UV1 as they're on site now here. Trigi taking a bunch of damage here from Revelite, who will finish that one off. And Beta by themselves here, not likely to do a whole lot with that scout, so is pushing up a little aggressively here, but Vampy will take them down. And there we go, 8 to 9. They're right behind them there. I realize
Beautiful execute onto A site, Jonny.
Sure.
Beautiful. They didn't do that the entire game they played in the Cash Cup on Mirage. And they did it in the first round they possibly could in this match. And I just love to see it, man. Like, it is so good that they've got that execute set up, that they can check all their corners properly. They can do it without, tunnel visioning. Just really textbook A execute there from UV1. It bodes very well for this T side.
Certainly. And thanks for the sub, JPM 2002. Although I realized maybe I should turn off audio notifications for this. But Beta is going to get a couple frags there as Egglet takes off one. And yeah, they're able to get that down there to a 3v3 as Devil picks up another one there onto Fish. So they are moving on towards the A site now.
Yeah, 3v3. Beta with a bunch of utility in hand, but with that low HP, going to be tough to get onto this site once the bomb is planted. It might be a save here since they're holding 2 rifles and they don't have any armor. I'm not sure you want to go for this, and Handle just walks out. There's Goldie.
We don't talk about Goldie enough. We talk about. I feel like Goldie's the one member that maybe we don't highlight enough. But Goldie looking to make themselves a highlight reel right there. Beta still pushing up towards the site, interestingly enough. Probably just looking to see if they can find anyone at the end of here. Does take down Devil, but in the end trades out there for Goldie. So they don't save any of their guns. And UV1 have now tied this one up at 9-9 when it was 9-2, I think, at one point.
9-2.
Yeah. So awesome.
Such a good comeback so far. And like you say, Goldie, not normally the star player, but right now 19 frags, leading the server except for Fugi over on the other side with 20. And the thing is, the normal place we see Goldie in the kill feed is with flash assists. Goldie mostly plays a support role, or at least in a lot of cases on this team. But in this game, he's just been able to find those aggressive positions that are able to get multi-kills. A lot of multi-kills from Goldie in this map so far. Really nice. And like you say, the danger of unexpected victory is that any player can step up and bring this kind of a performance. And, if all you have to deal with is Fugi over on the other side, then you are definitely getting some sort of an advantage there.
Beta in an aggressive spot there, able to get that one down. Handle also picking up Goldie as well. Vampy chilling here in the smoke. Vampy and Egglet, though, do end up getting a couple frags there to trade them off. Trigi, though, in a great spot. It's going to take down one. And they're going to force them back here. Double ops set up over here again, by the way, for 15 women, and those ops are still standing. Devil and Vampy, I can kind of see going, hey, we took a bunch of rounds in a row. Maybe we are okay with saving these AKs, but see what they want to do here.
Yeah, Trichi's going to keep jump peeking probably for the entire time. I think he spotted Vampy there. Devil's going to try and work over to the A site, but Fugi is not going to be fooled by that one, baby. Vampy's going to go for this peek, and I think you've just got to try to get a plant here. It's really tough to win this round in this position.
Yeah, Trigi, they're playing that one excellently as they get themselves 2K on the round. So there we go. 50 women stop the run. Finally, they are now up 10-9 and are looking to see what they can continue to do here. The double op setup working out fairly well for them, and that comes to the interesting point where UV1, yeah, they picked up a couple of rounds in a row, but now how can they handle this for UV1 when they have 2 ops on the CT side? And First time it didn't go well for them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. And even then, they got close.
Ooh,
Good
Revelite.
kills, and Revelite opening up there. Trigi randomly running out.
Yeah,
into mid,
Trigi doing the thing that we were saying UV1 did poorly when they were on CT side. So I don't think they wanted to learn that.
That was not near the wall. Trigi was way out in the open there. So
Yeah.
Good job by Revelite to take care of that one, but a bit of a mistake now. 5v4.
Ooh, Devil, nice shot.
Makes it a 5v3.
Potentially Fish had the advantage there, but nice reaction time from Devil to pull that one off. Vampy now slow peeking around this corner. Revelite's got themselves on to the site now over on B, but of course the rest of the team is on A, actually. So Revelite just looking to make noise here. Do take out Beta. Now they're going to start rotating over here, but I believe the rest of the team will actually jump towards A.
Chaos in the ranks of 15 women, and Revelite is absolutely double agent behind enemy lines. Finally is taken down, but it is way too late, Fugi. You got to save this one, and that's now down to 50 HP. That one guarantees the round. Revelite, oh man, just wreaking absolute havoc like a Dark Templar in the workers in StarCraft. Absolutely destroying the basis of 15 women's strategy there with getting into that B site and just wreaking havoc. So great work. Boogie now trying to save the op desperately, and Devil is not going to let it happen. There we go. Devil's on the op. This is 10-10 with unexpected victory on full guns. 15 women have to save.
Yeah, and that's huge. Sometimes again, we obviously talking lots of strategy, but every once in a while you just see that individual play being made, and Revelite coming in there with the 3K last round, coming in, convincing them, oh, they're obviously on a B hit, but then they all just casually walk up to A while that's happening there. Ooh, Vampy taking quite a bit of damage there to start the round there, but huge play. We're at 10-10. And this is exactly what we want to see Counter-Strike. Wise Goldie picking up a nice shot onto Fugi there. Maybe was pushing up a little aggressively, but of course they are on this eco right now for 15 women, so let's see if they can continue pushing here. Revelite now on the apartments, trying to see if they can find over here. So does see one nice shot to take down Beta, then turns around and takes out another one in handle. Revelite is just feeling it right now. The IGL getting it done. 2K to start this round off. Here's Fish in market, gonna meet up with Revelite, who is just on fire. 3K now, Trigi by themselves.
He just knows he's going to hit the shot. He walks around the corner within his mind is, I'm about to kill a player right now.
Oh, 4K.
And there we go. 4K for Revelite on the round.
Revelite.
11 rounds for UV1. And it is just an eco for 15 women. So, Revelite just taking care of it as they should. But that mentality is so important for a player like Revelite to have. Look at that. 18 frags now after that round. Getting up there with the big guns here. Third place in the entire server, and now it looks like a tactical pause coming in from 15 women as unexpected victory have completely brought out a whole new gear here in this match.
I'm dumbfounded. That is insane what we just watched. Yeah. I can't believe how well that went, and not in the sense that I'm I can't believe Revelite can actually do. Yeah, I know we can do that, but the competition they're playing against is really, really strong. So his ability to do that against very, very good players makes it even more impressive. So yeah, all those other games we watched when they were 16-1 or whatever, it was oh cool, they did this thing. That's fun.
They got a bunch of kills again.
Yeah, cool. They could do that to me all day, and it would be all right, fun, cool. But the fact that Revelite has put together the few rounds he's got against this undefeated 15 women team, it's gigantic. And I'm sorry if I'm sounding a little bit too much of a homer with that one, though. But it's just impressive, and you got to be impressed no matter what side you're cheering for.
Yeah, that is as excited as I've ever seen about an eco round win. But at the same time,
it's still nice.
I totally agree with you in that it's like a microcosm of the way unexpected victory are coming back in this match. There's Trigi with a peek coming out onto Cat. This time a little bit more careful than last time, but. Yeah, it's Revelite's mentality. It's not that he won the round that way. It's not that he got those kills. It's how he got the kills. Beautiful shot there by Vampy, by the way. And yeah, I just wanted to, throw in my support for your enthusiasm there because of what that round represented more than what it actually was even.
And the other part is, man, they were down 2-9, and it was looking like they weren't hitting their shots, weren't getting anything done. We see Fugi over here take down Revelite. And then pick up Vampy there. So Fugi wanting to be the one talked about next eventually gets taken down by Goldie. Egglet also takes out Fish as well. So we're back down to a 2v2. They're onto the A side. Trigi is moving here through connector. Will take down Egglet. So Goldie now by themselves does not have the bomb on them. So has to fight their way to it if they can do anything here. Goldie is going to get one now. Does take it out. So it's a 1v1. Goldie though on 11 HP. Can a bullet through this box will take them out. Is going to reload over here. Beta over now with the M4. Just trying to find a perfect shot here. Of course, pretty much can wait out this clock and wins the fight there. So tied now 11-11. And hey, that was a beautiful round there by 15 women.
Yeah, it's just Fugi coming out absolutely blazing there with those 3 kills just everywhere on the map. It wasn't like he had one choke point to watch. He got 1 kill coming in. He turned around, got one on Cat, and then he took one out on Palace. That's just beautiful, beautiful stuff. But that has happened so seldom, and that's because Unexpected Victory are doing what I hoped they would do, which is, and the comparison here, if you ever watch a professional match with a player in it who is way above the competition, like Nico or Simple or Device or, you know, Elige, players like this, you almost never see those players get big multi-kills at the beginning of rounds. And the reason is because the opposing team knows where they play and knows not to run into those angles. They know not to take those peaks and give that player the opportunity to really express their skill. And that's exactly what Unexpected Victory are doing. There's a reason that's the first time we've seen that happen with Fugi, even though he's skilled enough to do it every single round. So yeah, I just wanted to get that little TED talk out of the way, as Fugi does get an opening kill there. Devil kind of proving me wrong, but only going for the peak there, and Fugi switched spots. So my point stands. Thanks for coming to my TED talk. Back to the stream.
Yeah, and Fugi wants me to be talking a lot about them in this match for sure, because as much as I gave a lot of praise, of course, Revelite's player there, Fugi has just been doing it all match. So it's that consistency that really makes a player great. So Fugi now looking to take this game back over. It's of course 11-11, and that's a player you look at for 15 women to continue to do that. Again, they have all really strong players, but Fugi is definitely the star of the show right now for them. Vampy, takes a ton of damage, but still alive on 1. So alive at least a little bit there. Handle then takes out Vampy, so no, not alive anymore at all. They do get this plant here. Egglet, nice shot to take out Fish. And then Revelite in a great spot here. Does pick up a couple. Fugi eventually taking them down. So 2v2 for the retake as we watch Beta walk through jungle. Does find one down in the bottom there. Fugi then takes them out through the floor and then picks up Goldie. That's just a veteran play, just straight up from Fugi. Good. That is good for them. They finish off that round, and 50 women have the lead once again, 12-11.
12-11, and that 2v2 wasn't quite as equal as it looked. Look at, the amount of utility that remained on 15 women there, and also Fugi, the best player on the server, no question, worth more than one player, in those kinds of situations. So really good stuff there by 15 women to get that retake. But Unexpected Victory, I like how even when they go down, they still manage to get control of a bomb site, still manage to get a good post plant situation, and manage to start off the post plant pretty well. Just heroics from Fugi once again, working on a 30 bomb here, and it looks like it's right around the corner. Look at that scoreboard. It's just absolutely lopsided. One side of that is just teetering on the edge of falling into the ocean right now, as 15 women are really, Fugi's back is getting a little sore in this game. I have to imagine. But UV1, you can see a little bit more evenly spread. Revelite and Goldie stepping up here, but everybody pitching in. And UV1 just need to keep the pressure on here. 12-11. This is so close.
Revelite, aggressive push in that smoke, but like we're gonna turn on to Beta, filling out one of the apartments. But here's Egglet, gonna be able to get a nice shot onto Fish. Get that one there. Incendiary will slow down any more additional push there, but nice pick there for the T side, and they'll look to take advantage of that. Vampy turns away from the flash and then picks up the frag. Nice play by Vampy. 5v3, and they can kind of go wherever they want. They're going to start making the execute towards the A site. Here's Devil, gonna find Fugi there, will take them down. 2 members left of 15 women, all of them still up for UV1. Devil down to about 46 HP, but it shouldn't matter that much. Revelite doesn't miss that headshot, but gets taken out from behind by Trigi, leaving Trigi here. Try to go for this clutch, washes up, and just gets taken down by Vampy. We're tied once again, 12-12.
Yep, no problem there for Unexpected Victory getting that defense. Really, really good work by them, and you know, it's just more great stuff from Unexpected Victory. A really good hit. Like I said, their T sides in general have improved so much, but the fact that they haven't gotten to practice the T side of Mirage really at all in competitive play makes it that all the more impressive that they've been able to, you know, set this up. And they're going to guarantee another one here with no armor or utility or weapons on 15 women in this round. 13-12 is almost inevitable here. Yeah, and that's just so good. Unexpected Victory really setting themselves up for success. Handle trying to get aggressive.
Yeah, definitely trying to make an aggressive play over there. Alice, but walk out. Did have a 1-for-1 earlier as Revelite did trade one there. Here's Handle once again moving toward Fugi. Meanwhile, again, star of the show over there, but Handle wanting to get noticed too as well, taking out Devil. And we saw this should be a foregone conclusion of a round for UV1, but they are down in numbers now, and AK onto Handle.
Yeah, still no armor, so you should be able to do it with the utility you've got. You should be able to easily get control of a site, and they've made the correct call to go towards B, but yeah, just a couple of stray 1-digs are all that's required for 15 women to turn this one back around. Goldie going to go for the entry here.
Seconds left in the round. Like Rampy. Gonna make some noise over here. Gonna take down one. That's huge. They're now starting to execute over here. Goldie should have seen Beta down there. Does looking to take them out. Trigi, though, takes out Vampy. Egglet gonna move into the middle of the site, then take out Beta. Gonna start the plant here. Handle now coming through Market. Trigi right behind them. Throwing out frags both sides, and they trade kills with the frags. At least it's a 1v1. Handle gets the better of them. We'll get this defuse 2 off as well. It'll be 13-12 in favor of 15 women.
That's really rough, but a nice push there. Handle really won that round all on his own almost with a really good push into Palace there. You got to imagine Devil is kicking himself a little bit, wishes and probably should have hit that shot when Handle walked into Palace like that. But good job of Handle to get the kill, and now it's 13-12 here. There is a buy still on Unexpected Victory's side, so they are going to be able to get a full buy, except only a deagle on Revelite. So still a good chance for them to keep winning, but the double ops are back for 15 women. On the
and note really the stuff. Mental hit that one. That's an eco that 15 women won off that one, right? So pulling off that one greatly there, but Goldie accidentally taking out Devil while they were trying to shoot at Beta, but maybe that's more Goldie's fault to be completely honest. But Revelite gets taken out down next. Egglet then is now by themselves, and a spree of kills leaves 4 members still up for 15 women. So you can imagine Egglet just wanting to save this AK as their economy is not in a great shape here. They're taking a bit from all sides. Fugi ends up finishing that off. Who else? 2K in the round for them. 14-12 lead now for 15 women, and I'd imagine it's an eco here for UV1, and they got to rattle a ton of rounds in a row. It's scary.
Yep, this is really scary, and just so much money in the bank now. Well, decent money in the bank. That 15 women pretty much have this locked up until the end, unless if Unexpected Victory somehow manages to pick up this round with 2 flashes and all starting pistols. They are going to be able to probably get out onto site with only 2 players here, but
he takes out one, takes down another one. Actually, Trigi picks up that other kill onto Egglet, and Fugi looks to see Devil here. Will take them out for sure. Trigi also gonna Kobe and grab another one there, and that's troubling right now for UV1. Of course, this is an eco, but still, it is a fast-paced win here for 15 women. But Revelite with the 1 dig will pick up this op here.
All right, survival mode. 1 minute and 20. Can you save the op in Palace? It's going to be pretty tough. but there are only 2 entrances, and he is holding the op. So there is the chance that 15 women will let him just have this and just let the time run down. If the op is retained, that's a big help, getting that onto Devil and trying to get, you know, some sort of slow attack, maybe some sort of mid control for UV1 in the next round. That could set them up to start putting rounds on the board, but this is such a tough situation here for UV1. 15 women after, you know, an onslaught from UV1, 15 women now coming back and in the driver's seat once more.
Go Revelite now. They're approaching at the same time here, so this could be difficult for Revelite to hold this. Fugi finds him. Oh!
Yes, good play.
Oh,
yes.
Revelite! All right. Just making things happen. Of course, I don't expect him to now turn around to try to win the round. There's only 12 seconds left here, so be pretty happy with at least taking out those last 2 frags and saving this op here. And now you got to make it worth it. UV1, you've mounted a huge run earlier in the game. Got to do it one more time here.
Funny little, you know, a good little play there by Revelite. That spot that he was in at the side of the last pillar is by far the best spot to sit in a situation like that when you know players are going to hit you at the same time from either side, because you're playing aggressive enough that the one player will be running in, relying on the other player to trade, but the other player can't trade because you're in the one spot they can't see. So just good fundamentals there from Revelite. Nice job to get those 2 exits.
Also to note, Revelite keeping the op.
Yes.
Devil, the normal main opera, of course, but, you know, after watching what Revelite just did, maybe they're, like, wanting to believe in it here, but he's taking a ton of damage over here. 19 HP left as he's trying to get some control over mid. They're trying to make life hard for Revelite for sure. You tune to Handle over here on the A site. Potentially looking at what's going to push here. Beta has found a target here. Will take them down. Revelite finally gets taken out. 4 members left of UV1. They lost the op. Vampy pushing up here. Gonna take down Fugi, who didn't seem to have a clue. Yeah, just stuck there. Handle now surrounded by a couple members of UV1. Does turn around and take out Devil. Oh, what? No. How did Devil not secure that one? I'm not entirely sure. And it's still alive here, sitting in Palace with 13 HP. Here comes the smoke here to slow them down. They do have the bomb. They're going to plant it here. Eglet's going to pick up another kill. Vampy does get taken down by Beta in the end. Handle now. Again, still sitting on Palace with 13 here. He's still working around. Here comes Beta, pushing through Connector. Going to pick up an AK. Goldie in the incendiary. Takes a bit of damage, though. Takes down Beta, then takes down Fish. Eglet gets the last frag of the round, and they're still playing Counter-Strike, folks. 15-13 lead for 15 women.
So stressful to watch that round. It was down to the wire. That was an action movie right there with just absolute. The key kill was Beta walking out and then Goldie having to deal with it from under Palace, as opposed to the other player who was sitting in Sandwich. And, you know, if they had to run out, then you're exposing yourself towards that CT side. So Goldie, good kill coming out. That secured the round, really, because then they were kind of locked into some good positions. But yeah, they needed that.
Ooh, Fish.
And here's the Fish. If he had hit that, that would have been really rough. Revelite this time over on the scout, wanting the scoped weapons.
Ooh,
getting
Revelite.
The kill. Fish goes down.
Oh, that is huge. Kill with the scout. Just forcing up into that to make that happen. There's a nice opening frag for them. And of course, now have a few options here to go left or right with this bomb.
And a really rough buy here for 15 women. Look at that. SMGs, light armor, no utility except one smoke on Fugi. So, you know, I don't want to say it, but it's an eco round. You know, they really unexpected victory. Obviously, they need every single round.
Yeah.
But this one, it will be an easier one than the next. I'll say that much. So hopefully they're able to take care of this. And Revelite wanting to upgrade that scout. You'd rather have a rifle here.
Devil.
Ooh, Devil. Yeah. Handle keeps pushing in.
Oh, Beta, though. Beta's got himself 2K there with the Deagle. Goldie probably looking to backtrack from there. Not sure where Beta is. We have to take him out. He's going to get himself an AK now. So 3v2. But they're going to have to use it here. Fugi then takes out Eglet. So now down to 2v2. Devil, though, taking out Fugi. Leaving Beta here. He's going to throw out the flash. and walk up aggressively towards the A site, seeing what they can do here. Devil is staring down long here with the op. What? Gets taken down by Beta. Is Beta going to clutch this out? No! Goldie finishes it off! We're still playing, folks. 15-14, as close as you can get. Well, I guess 15-15 is actually as close as it can get, but maybe it will be.
What are they doing to my heart right now? UV1.
This is insane.
I logged on here and Jonny said, "Hey, you want to help cast?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fun
man,
little cast,
relaxing
ESEA."
time.
I didn't know I would be casting the Battle of Normandy here. It's just so stressful right now, and look at this aggressive push.
Oh, Beta's gonna come out forward, takes down one. It is a trade. Revlate picking up the other, but Revlate also taking 14, or going down to 14 HP too as well. Trigi, meanwhile, gonna still go around trying to make a scout play for himself too as well, but ends up just taking chip damage towards themselves.
And the aggressive play here from 15 Women has kind of cordoned Unexpected Victory back off into their spawn area. Now they're heading over towards the A site, which is wide open. So if they hit it now, it's going to be a really, really successful hit. Very, very difficult to retake. And once again, 15 Women are broke. They forced up last round without any armor. And they don't have good resources to take this.
Well, Trigi with the M4, though. Let's see what damage they can do with it. That's a pretty good one. Nice headshot. Take out Revelite. Egglet trying to get this bomb plant with the smoke right there. Trigi doesn't find him, so able to get that down there. Nice shot by Devil. Finally taking down Trigi. Looking for another one through the smoke. Almost hit that one there. Egglet, meanwhile, is sitting in a very good spot to surprise someone. Devil, beautiful reaction time to pull that one off. He's going to throw down a smoke to try to potentially reposition himself here. Egglet.
No nades to clear him out anyway.
Egglet getting one, looking to shoot another one down in the smoke. Goldie also there, trying to finish off Fish, who's at 24 HP. This bomb looks like it's going to go, and we're at a tie game, 15-all.
I'm going to send Egglet my medical bills for the plant he did in that round. Did you see where he planted that bomb? He did an open plant when the only thing between him and all three players of 15 Women was a smoke, and it wasn't even a good smoke. Oh my god, that was unreal. But wow, Unexpected Victory just playing so well on this T side, and we're going into overtime. This is so close, and it's Fugi keeping this team alive for the most part, but 15 Women really turned on the gas at the end of that half there, and Unexpected Victory were tested to their absolute limits in order to keep this game alive. So now, as we go into overtime, we're really going to see, you know, the closest match we've seen by far.
Oh yeah,
Unexpected Victory has played in this entire ESEA so far, and man, what a great map.
Yeah, and I think Oderman in the chat said it best. This match is so intense, more than the last one, which was an intense match that involved UV1 trying to make a comeback, and they couldn't pull it off there. In fact, UV1 just ended up going down relatively significantly to 15 Kings, and in this one, man, I'm not gonna lie. At 2-9, I thought it was just like, oh, this is just maybe they're just skill gapped. Like it was a combination of UV1 not hitting their shots, and then me thinking maybe there was a skill gap. But we're going to overtime. Clearly, I'm just wrong. This is a close game between two teams. Both teams deserve to win it. Frankly, if whoever ends up winning this and whoever ends up losing this, both teams should feel proud. Because this has been one of my favorite Counter-Strike matches I've ever seen. Like, honestly.
The investment of casting it helps, but it could not be closer. It even, like, I've seen 15-15s that weren't as close as this.
You know
what I mean? Like, it's so evenly matched. Handle opens up in mid. Fugi, oh no!
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Fugi with a TK, and we're down to a 4v4.
Yeah, well, Trigi, though, will pick up that one. I was going to say, if they end up winning this round, I said about being proud. That's a moment you don't necessarily want to be proud of. The
none
TK,
of that looked
but
great. none of those exchanges looked great for any of the players.
Oogie, though, just stepping up like he's been doing all game long. Picks up that one. Trigi's going to get another there. So it leaves Goldie for the 1v4 clutch. But Beta will take that down to start this OT.
Oh man, yeah, really rough round to open up the OT for unexpected victory, and maybe they just kind of need to get that one out of their system. 37 frags. That was 36 in regulation for Fugi, by the way. Just for posterity there. Beautiful stuff. But on the other side, near 30 bombs for 2 separate players on unexpected victory. And this time it's an A hit, and we'll see if they go for some sort of hard execute like they did, you know, in one of the earlier rounds. No, it looks like they're going for contact instead.
So Egglet moving up slowly.
Handle instilled so much fear in those A default players with the way he played on the CT side in regulation. Those pushes into Palace getting so many kills that normally wouldn't happen. But Vampy walking up, and this smoke is about to clear.
Yeah, he's walking up. Will find Beta. Vampy wins that one out. Beta looking the wrong way. Great job for Vampy there. Devil now with the molly.
That goes underneath.
Then
going to clear that out. And actually, Handle was there, so going to have to move over towards Firebox. And now going back.
yeah, rotating now over towards the B site for everyone from UV1. Again, it is a 5v4 here. As Fish does have this great angle on Revelite. Will, of course, take them down. Position for Fish there. Vampy now go here.
Hard to expect that, really.
Nice shot.
But Vampy was behind, and he waited. Such good patience by Vampy there. This is going to give them good A hit. Total control of the site. Just the player at ticket booth.
Moving straight on to that as we tune to Trigi over back. And will find Devil. Fugi also takes out Goldie. Egglet and Vampy now got to get this done, and Vampy starting it off nicely. 3K on the round for them. Here's Trigi once again. Oh, stop peeking up. Take that down. Vampy's got to do it. Not enough time on the clock there.
Yeah, great shot at the end by Vampy, but yeah, time ran out there. And Egglet with a weird peek, but I guess you're desperate with those few seconds left on the clock here, and Fugi's now working on a 40 bomb.
Yep, just a casual one in a pretty high stakes match. No big deal. Here we go. Let's see what else UV1 have for their T side in this OT.
Yeah, slow T sides. Look at this.
Trigi
walking out into mid and dying again. This is not. This
oh
is not good.
no!
And Trigi and Fish both open up here.
Double op setup working out really well. We've seen every time 15 women actually get it, they've had some fairly solid success with it. That's proving itself here. Devil, aggressive push on the Palace here. Egglet sneaking around too as well. Back at their spawn. And Fugi boosts up on top of ticket booth here. Will find Devil and take them down. Goldie and Egglet now by themselves.
Yeah, and if they were closer to B, you could get really well established, but they moved pretty slowly over there, really watching out for those aggressive pushes. And 15 women have done a great job of, you know, sort of instilling that into UV1 here.
Okay, here we go.
So much so that Trigi is able to get back into this position.
Yep. Yeah.
There we go.
That'll happen every time. Goldie taken down by Trigi there. Egglet still alive here, but Fish from underneath. Will secure that one.
Got all 5 kills in that round, I think.
I think that's correct. Yeah.
Really, you know, really brutal double op setup to deal with over on that CT side. And now UV1 have to do their own CT heroics here. And it's going to be really tough because they did not look great on the CT side. They looked much better on T, as we saw. So UV1 with a big comeback in regulation now have to do the same in overtime.
Well, you know, just do it again.
Yep, no problem. No problem.
No big deal. Oh boy. Let's see what they got here as we get back into this one. Of course, UV1 now have to win every round in a row to keep this one going.
That's right. This is 3 match points in a row for 15 women. And they're going to go towards B hard.
Triple op setup I'm going to throw out there for UV1. So they are going all in with the sniper rifles.
Late. Ooh, they don't expect this, and Devil blinded.
Picking up a nice one there. They're starting to move onto the site still, too, as well. Beta will pick up onto Goldie here. Devil still picks up another one to Trigi, and finally gets found out here. Revelite, meanwhile, does take out another shot onto Fugi here, leaving Beta and Handle now. And they're going to have to try to do this retake with Ops. Slightly awkward. Beta taken down. 3v1 now. As Handle moves up aggressively, takes out Revelite.
Not going to expect this player on Cat. Does turn over.
Vampy finally takes him down. They'll get this defuse, and oh my god, I thought it was over. I honestly thought he was going to do it.
That was closer than it needed to be, that's for sure. But good play there by Handle. That was the only play, is to get aggressive into market like that, because you need to find those 1v1s, and you know they're going to be pushing you. So good stuff there from Handle, but UV1 with nice picks at the beginning from Devil. Sits in an unusual spot there, looking over into the second window of Apps from kind of the bench position there, or the middle of the site, rather. You know, good stuff. That's what 15 Women have been doing to them, is sitting in a kind of weird spots, keeping them off balance a little bit. UV1 have to do the same. This time it looks like an A execute. That smoke's going towards CT. Another one being lined up over towards... This is jungle, and there's one going towards stairs as well. There we go. They got it all smoked off.
Here we go, moving on to the site. Beta leading the charge. He's going to check a lot of angles, doesn't find anyone yet. Eventually finds Vampy and takes him out. Egglet will trade one, taking on Fish. Handle, though, will eventually pick up Egglet. So 4v3 left here for UV1. See what they can do on the retake here. Plant goes down, does stand a little bit in fire during the whole time. Revelite on top. Box there. Nice grenade to come through, and then Revelite will be taken out by Trigi in the end. Beta on 1 HP will eventually go down here. Still Goldie
2v3.
and Devil got a 2v3. There goes the flash. Out yet.
They got 2 smokes as well.
Starting to move up here. Nice play by Goldie to hit that shot. He's got to hit this one here. Can he take on Handle? Handle's still alive. He's going to throw out the smoke. Devil is starting the defuse. Fugi, though, is there to clutch it out. Goldie now. 1v1 versus Handle.
Oh.
And Handle takes them down. And it was one hell of a match, folks. But in the end, in overtime, 15 Women win against Unexpected Victory. And like I said, when we are heading into overtime, both teams should keep their heads up high, because that was a beauty of a match.
Really, yeah, no other word for it but a beauty, and just a pleasure to watch. Like, really great back and forth. You saw UV1 sort of recover from an early deficit where they were making a lot of mistakes off the beginning. That's, for me, what made it so exciting, was how much they improved their play over the course of just one map. But in the end, you know, 15 Women improved their play as well, and they were already playing really well. So in the end, they took it. But you gotta shout out Fugi, unreal, and so many of those rounds were completely on Fugi's back. It was just crisp aim, great positioning, you know, absolutely iron mental that he had to get to turn to the perfect spot, and you know, in the face of a lot of fire, because a couple of clutch situations or a couple of, you know, 1vx's on the map. Really, really amazing stuff from Fugi, and UV1 just couldn't quite overcome the absolute presence that player had.
Yeah, for sure. Thinking about Goldie for the interview, would you agree with that one? He had a pretty consistent one. Yeah. All right. So let's jump over towards their Discord here and see if we can get Goldie in here. It really was a fantastic match, and man, I'm like, my heart's going, man.
Yeah, definitely, definitely need to, like, a couple of deep breaths after that one, man. Really, really fun stuff to watch. That was truly, yeah, a pleasure to cast that game. You know, that's one of those things you don't see that often in amateur esports, is something that close, that competitive, and that high level. You know, just blow for blow all map long. Yeah, and that's the one thing with amateur, is that sometimes, like, if a team is just better than another team, usually they just kind of win, right? Like, and even if it's just like small margins, it's still just like usually like
it's usually enough of a gap that it doesn't end up being close like this was. So it was impressive
Exactly.
to see that UV1 were able to come back the way they did and really, really make a very, very interesting match for everyone watching. And of course, for us casting, it was certainly a great one. So we are trying to see if we can set up an interview here with Goldie. They, of course, are probably having a post-match meeting, so they're probably talking up a little bit there. So we can just chat about the match too, of course, while we're waiting for that to happen.
Definitely.
But yeah, it was man, I was not expecting that today. You know what I mean? Like even just seeing the teams, I was worried for UV1 that potentially that's like that it was gonna be a good one for the enemy team, but they were able to really make a match of it, of course. And now Goldie has joined us. Goldie, how's your nerves after that one, man?
Oh, it was a tough game. It was a really tough game, to be honest with you. It was really close. I mean, we picked up the pace, but at the end of the game, we kind of lost it. But I mean, it's something we have to work on, and it was definitely a great game. I enjoyed it a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, I wanted to ask because a couple of those sort of turnarounds you had were punctuated by pauses, and we can't tell whether or not it's a tech or a tactical pause, but I assume they were. And if they were, can you tell us kind of what was going on during those pauses? What was the discussion?
Well, discussion was based on the fact what we should be doing. If we're talking about the CT side tax, then we're just discussing how to play defense. Of either way we should get aggressive or not. Either we should put one guy on B or two guys on B, and like those minor things.
Yeah, sure.
All the small details play a
Right.
huge role
Mm-hmm.
in the bigger picture. So that's for the most part that's where the tax were used for.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the other team would call attack, and that would help us a lot. But
Totally.
yeah, for majority of the times we would call attack to discuss something. Like if we see something is not working, we just call attack and discuss it and change something up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of those attacks were when it was 2-9 for 15 women. So when you see that score line, you see like the other team just come up to such a strong lead, and maybe your own team just simply underperforming. What is actually said in when you're behind by that much that led to you guys to rattling off all those rounds in a row to bring it close?
Once they got that lead of 2-9, Rev, my teammate, said, our IGL said, let's get it to 6-9, and that's he basically said, just don't get your heads down. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get it 6-9, and let's just keep working. Just don't look at the score right now. Look at it at the halftime. We're gonna make it work. Just keep working. Keep doing what are you doing. It's gonna work eventually. Communicate. That's it. That's all you have to do. So that's what got us to 6-9 pretty much. It's just it was not even based on your aim or your strats. It was all mentality.
Yeah, we could see that exact thing. We were talking about it on the cast, how there was a mentality shift that we could just kind of see it somehow in the play.
Yeah.
I did want to ask more specifically, you were playing against one particularly skilled player, Fugi, who was just absolutely, firing off on all cylinders the entire match. In particular on the T side, did you make a conscious effort to kind of avoid Fugi or play around this player that you could tell was really, really strong? Or did you just kind of keep on with the same strategy?
We tried to mix things up. In fact, it worked most of the times, but it was, to be honest, a lot of the pressure was put on the guys who were playing mid, which was Vampy and Rev.
Yeah.
Those guys did an amazing job, and well, unfortunately, the last couple rounds in the OT, it was really tough for them. Like
They just
were
kept getting
just throwing
mid-control. Yep.
flashes. They were just taking over mid, and that was, I think, throughout the whole OT half, that was the most difficult part, to take the mid control and kind of settle, because everything depends on the mid control. Either it's early round or late round situation. So we didn't necessarily try to avoid that player, because it's hard to predict where he plays, right? He, like for instance, this round he plays on A, next round he plays on B, next round he jumps on Cat and peeks mid. So it's we just ran. We tried to play our game. We didn't play their game. We tried to make our own game and just kind of make it work, you know.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask as well about you in particular because we have these players we normally are used to seeing at the top of the scoreboard, but this time you stepped up and got approached your 30 bomb this time. Did you feel like you were really on point today, or were they just walking into your crosshairs? How did you feel about your own performance today?
I mean, I was just, to be honest with you, I've warmed up for
Right.
today. I spent a lot of time warming up, and today was just, I don't know. In fact, I changed my daily routine a bit, so I guess
Okay.
that's why it kind of popped
There we
off.
go.
But
Yeah.
Well, now you know what your daily routine should be.
Yeah,
Because it worked.
Ate a different cereal this morning or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Well,
No,
it's
that's
not
awesome.
necessarily they were walking into my crosshair. It was just the fact that
Yeah.
we were communicating a lot as a
Mhm.
CT, as a CT side. A lot of people were calling out, and that's what helped me, because I'm a kind of a player that if I don't hear call outs, I don't get mad. I don't know what's going on. I feel like
Yeah.
with everybody, if you don't know what's going on, then you don't have an idea of where you should stand on the map.
Mhm.
But if you have an idea of, hey, there's three guys on A, two B, or two unknown, then you should expect either a B push or expect a cat push or something. You just kind of like, you have that big picture in your head of what is going on the map.
Mm-hmm.
That's what helped me.
Yeah. So if we think of the match, I think it was 12-12, and then you were up against an eco, and they end up winning the eco, which is obviously potentially super backbreaking. They end up going up to 15-12 at that point. I believe those scores are correct. But
Yep.
What does it take for your team to really like not just be completely tilted because you should have won the eco and then all these rounds went off in a row, but you guys were able to bring it back to overtime from there? So what was kind of being said around on the team when it was easily potentially a tilting moment for everybody?
Well, to be honest, we didn't really tilt because it's like, man, shit happens.
Yeah.
You lose
Totally.
eco, you win eco the next time.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I mean, it's completely fine. So as soon as we lost the eco, we're like, okay, forget about that round. It's fine. Let's just keep it up, boys. We're just gonna keep playing our game, and then that's what happened. That's what got us to OT. We just basically set ourselves a goal. Let's play it for OT. Let's save one, play for OT, win the OT. We got to OT, but I mean, it was kind of hard to play the overtime with these guys. But in my opinion, I loved it. It was amazing.
It was a fun match, man. And
This is the best match we've casted
for sure,
man.
easily. Like
yeah.
as much as like watching you guys 16-1 a team is like fun in its own way, it's like watching this is the best, right? Like, and you guys almost pulled it through, and it was very, very close, and it was a beauty of a match, man. So be proud of how you played, and yeah, learn from this, because there's obviously like this is a VOD very worth rewatching, because there's like little
100%.
things, little things that of course you could do better and figure out, and that's what will make you a truly great team. So keep it up, Goldie.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna be doing tonight, rewatching the match,
Yeah.
working on the mistakes. 100%.
Good to hear. Yeah, great match again, man. Really, really nice stuff. Pleasure to cast that.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the interview.
Cheers.
You have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
man.
Thank you for coming down. All right, folks, that will end our evening. It was an absolute banger. Match of the year. I know it's only 2 months in, but actually, hopefully we get
the match
more.
of 2021.
The match of
Hell
2021.
yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So far, match of the year. Let's actually hope we get more bangers as we keep going on further and further. Quick shout out to the new followers and subscribers on the day. Brodania. Shout out Brodania. Yeah, from
what's
Memory
up?
Express. Yeah. What's up, dude?
Look who it is.
Kiva GG. JPM 202 with the sub. Much appreciated. That's obviously does help out these casts, and Putaki as well for the follow as well. Shout out to all you. Of course, I don't normally call out in the middle of the cast things, and in fact, I'm thinking I probably should turn off the audio cues during them because they're a bit distracting. And I'm like, oh right. I'm
as long as it. I mean, if it doesn't get like
out of hand.
if we suddenly blow up and we get many per round or something, then then you will definitely want to consider.
That'd be a
it,
good
but
problem to have, I guess.
It's your stream.
Yeah, it's true. All right, Wes, where can people find you if you would like to plug anything right now?
Sure. My name's Wes Rambo. I'm at WJ Rambo on all the socials, and my Twitch is twitch.tv/JSRambo. And you can also follow twitch.tv/Manitoba_esports, where I am the creative director and I do a bunch of casting over there as well. So yeah, and Jonny and I are going to be casting an event coming up real soon. What is it? Next weekend?
Yeah, it's next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
I haven't got my schedule. I don't know which games I'm casting there, but
not exactly sure when that's happening or when, but it is next weekend. There's going to be some Valorant, so if you're into that, check out the Memory Express Twitch channels to tune into some charity Valorant action. That'll be a lot of fun.
For sure, and of course, there will be more unexpected victory action. At least for me, and maybe Wes will join me again. Maybe I'll get someone else. Yeah, it's fun. I have fun with this, folks, and I really enjoy everyone coming out at Jonny Esports, Instagram, Twitter, basically everywhere. That's where you can kind of find me. My Instagram has kind of become I'm learning how to bake Instagram. So if you want to see a bunch of desserts, check that out. But otherwise, esports stuff is right here on twitch.tv/Jonny Esports. I'm done for the evening, folks. We're going to end off the night as we always do with some more music from Revelite. So enjoy it, and we will see you next time, folks.
Have a good night.
From old to new, from win to lose, from so many plans to nothing to do, from later to soon, meet somebody new, from being with friends to feeling so screwed, from feeling alone to being alone. You're not on your own, whatever you're thinking, don't remember you're human, nobody will